What's going on, everyone? This is Jacob here. Today we're going to be coding a stock trading bot in Python with Alpaca. Let's get started. All right, so step number one, you want to sign up to Alpaca. Their website is alpaca.markets, and you can create a free paper trading account, which means you don't need to use real money to start using the API and making your bot, and simply get your API keys and copy them. And yeah, so sign up for them and get set up. I'm not affiliated with Alpaca or anything. As soon as I Googled Python stock trading bot, Alpaca came up. So I've been using their platform and it's great. So yeah, sign up, get your API keys, and then let's start building our Python project. All right, so the next step, let's start building our Python project. So I'm using Visual Studio here, and I've created a Python project simply by going to New Project and then selecting Python-based project. If you don't see that, you will have to go to the Visual Studio installer and install Python tools. Okay, so we want to first import the Alpaca trading API. So they have an SDK. That's what they use. Wow, fail. So first we want to import the Alpaca Trade API. From their SDK. So they do have one. To install it, at least with Visual Studio, you can simply go to Tools, Python, I believe it's Python Environments. Hit Overview and select Packages, and I'll search for Alpaca, and you'll see it right away. They also have a GitHub. For their SDK, if you're using a more native environment or a different environment, you can use pip3 to install it. So that's what you want to do. Install alpaca-trade-API. All right. And we will also need the stream connection. When we want to build our strategy, we want streaming data. Now, just a heads up, I did have to sign up to polygon.io to get streaming data. With the default Alpaca API, you can submit orders and sell orders and stuff like that, but you don't get a streaming market connection, so you can't really tell what stock prices are coming up in real time. So I did sign up for Polygon. You get a free 7 days with Polygon, although I did have to enter my credit card. I did cancel after, but if you want market data, you will have to sign up to Polygon. They're a great service. I have other market data feeds currently, but just a heads up, you will have to sign up for that if you want to use a streaming connection. So yeah, we got that. Great. So let's create our class. First, I'm just going to call it Python Trading Bot. We're gonna default init. Oh, sorry, I forgot this. And by the way, the GitHub will be in my description below if you don't feel like following me with coding. So that'll be available in the description. So on init, we want to create a new variable and connect to our API. I'm not going to put my API keys in here, but from signing up to Alpaca, you'll get them. And basically, you want to pass your API key in the first parameter, your secret key as a second parameter, and then the base URL, which actually I'll make a variable for. We'll call it and we want to ensure that we're using our paper trading account, so we're not using real money. Obviously, when you want to use real money, you'll want to change this URL, but it is paper-api.alpaca.markets. And then want to make sure we're using version 2 of the API. Okay, cool. So we've made a class called Python Trading Bot, and in the init method, so we want to initialize the Alpaca API. Okay. Now we're going to have a run method too, and this run method is going to start our bot. So what I want to do first is on each minute, what's passed in here? Connection, channel. So on each minute, we want to check the current stock price and get the candlestick. Basically, we want to say, what I want to do is basically buy a stock on when we see a doji formation. So what a doji is, when it comes to stock trading, you know, the different prices are usually represented as candlesticks. You'll see red and green. Green means the price closed higher than the open, and red means it closed lower than the open. Now, what a doji candle represents sometimes, not all the time, but usually, you know, it's indecision, and especially if it's on the higher side, it's more of a bullish formation where, you know, the stock will continue to go up. I'm not saying all the time, but most of the time. So what I want to do is, if we see a doji, that's when we want to buy, and we want to sell for 1% higher. That's kind of the goal. So that's kind of what a doji looks like. So let's code it in. So if bar close is greater than equal to the open. Oh, sorry, this is I'll be honest, I'm not too well versed in Python. And the open of the bar subtract the, I guess we could say, the low. Don't need that. The open minus the low is greater than, depends on the stock you're trading, but for now, just say 10 cents. And this trading bot isn't going to scan for stocks. We'll probably just pick a stock. I'll probably, I don't know, do Microsoft or Amazon or something. So yeah, it's greater than 10 cents. We'll print to the screen. And we'll want to submit our order on Alpaca. So submit order, what does it take here? Symbol, okay. I'm just gonna we'll do Microsoft, their ticker symbol's MSFT. We'll submit one, buy. Okay, so that will buy Microsoft stock when we see somewhat of a doji formation. It's not the perfect if statement, but it's pretty general, in the general area of a doji candle. So that will submit the order. Now we want to take profit when our entry awesome. Okay, so that's good. So I'm actually going to leave some homework for you guys, because in my past videos, I've coded everything, and I want to see you guys do some work. So what I'm going to do is not code the take profit. So when should it take profit? It'll probably be here. So if you use my GitHub, this is what you'll see, the to-do take profit. I want you guys to do it and either, fork it on GitHub, send me a message or an email saying what you've done. I'd like to see it. But what I want to do is take profit at 1% increase. So whatever order you got filled at, I want it to take profit 1% higher. Okay, so say when you submit this order here, right? So you got filled at, I don't know, 170. You would want to take profit at I guess it would be $1.70. I could be wrong, but I think that would be 1%. Sorry, my math is terrible. 170 times, that'd be 1%. Yeah, 171.7. So I want you guys to do that part on the take profit at 1% increase. You could do it a stop loss as well if you wanted to, but that's kind of the general formation of how you'd submit your order. So we made our on minute method. The next step actually is we still have to create our connection. So I want to do, we actually have to get streaming data here. So like I said, you don't have to do this. You could simply use Alpaca's REST API to get previous prices, but if you want real-time prices, currently they do not offer a streaming service. I mean, it's in beta, invite only, but I couldn't get in, so I ended up signing up for Polygon. So if you go to polygon.io, they have market data there, but like I said, you do have to enter your credit card. You get 7 days free, and you could just cancel after a day or two. But I did end up using this. Obviously, I'm not going to show my keys to you. So you want it's use keys in both of those parameters, and then you want to connect to their WebSocket streaming URL, which is alpaca.socket.polygon.io/stocks. And they have a cryptocurrency one as well, if you're interested in that. So you do your connection there, and then we want to subscribe. Oops. We want to subscribe for every minute. And to do that, the syntax is, oh, did I do that wrong? I think it's RAM $. It's really weird. On minute. Did I do that right? Sorry, I'm looking at their GitHub on my other screen here. Okay, good. So let's comment this. There to get streaming. Okay, good. And let's subscribe to Microsoft. My spelling is terrible today. So connection.run. And if you want minute bar data, the parameters are am dot and then the stock symbol. And you can subscribe to trades, to tick data, whatever you want, but we want minute data. Oh, sorry, it's in square brackets, not parentheses. Okay. So that's great. And let's instantiating our BD.run. Alrighty, so everything looks good here. So let's just do a quick run through of how the code works. First, we import the Alpaca Trade API. Okay, this allows us to get access to their methods and functions to use their API to trade. And then we also import streaming connection as well because we want to stream market data. We initialize our base URL as the paper API. And once again, you'll want to switch this, or you want to use this for the beginning, but if you want to use real money, you will have to switch this. And then we create a class called Python Trading Bot with a init method and a run method. The init sets up the REST API with our keys that you'll get from Alpaca's website. And then we have a run method that basically, first it defines our on-minute method. Okay, so every minute it's going to update with new information based on the stocks we subscribe to. We define our entry where we say, all right, is the close of the bar greater or equal to the open? And the open subtract the low is greater than 0.1. We're going to print buying on Doji Candle and then submitted order for Microsoft stock, market order for 1 share. I challenge you guys to do a take profit at 1% increase. So whatever price you got filled at, and you'll have to Google or GitHub their API, but whatever price you got filled at, you want to multiply that by basically 1.01 and do a market order there or a limit order at that price. So for example, if you got filled at 170, you take profit at 171.7. And then we connect to get streaming market data. So like I said, these two are different because Alpaca doesn't provide that streaming data yet. Like I said, it is a beta, but it's invite only. So we have to use a third-party service, Polygon. Their website's polygon.io. Like I said, I entered my credit card info in there. You don't have to pay. It's a 7-day free trial. And then I just canceled after a couple of days. Okay, so we do that. And then we say, all right, our on-minute method is going to be connected with the streaming market data. And then we're going to subscribe to Microsoft stock. So we're only getting Microsoft stock data. And then we instantiate our class and we call the run method. And there you go. That's kind of our trading bot. You will have to wait to market open to run this because obviously when market's not open, you won't get any streaming data. So like I said, probably Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 4 o'clock is when the market's open. So run it during those times and we should be good. Just some last orders of business. So to get your API keys, if you haven't figured it out yet, when you sign up to an account on Alpaca, you'll have your API keys here. And if you don't see a secret, click regenerate and then you'll get it. So that'll be your Alpaca keys. And then you'll see your trades in here. Okay. As you can see my Microsoft. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I got a lot of comments about, hey, make a trading bot in Python. Can you do it in Python? So I decided to make one for you guys. I'm not too well versed in Python, but it was a really fun learning experience, learning a new language. And I'll be honest, Python is very, very different. I did a lot of my videos with NinjaTrader and C#. Alpaca is a really great beginner platform for getting into algo trading and building trading bots. Very user friendly, and to be able to sign up for free and start using it for free is great. Without having to fund an account. So overall, great platform. Obviously, they don't have any like backtesting functionalities or software, so it's pretty basic, but it's a great starting point and a great place to start. I'm not affiliated with them or anything like that, but I think they have something cool going on. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below on what video you want to see next, and yeah, send me an email on this to-do code. I want to see some of your answers or your code on taking that 1% profit. I'm very interested. So feel free to send me an email or fork it on GitHub and send me a message. So yeah, thanks guys. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.